He runs our intel gathering ops on the locals.
Hello, my name is George Black. I hear you're good with ground intel. You mind giving me a hand for a bit?
Black is CIA, Sergeant. Help him. The Italian Army is always happy to relay vital intelligence to our American friends. Please give Mr. Black everything he needs.
Right. I'll do my best, sir. Oh, you won.
Grazie, Bratanaya.
Puppet Master, huh? It's a nickname, Renato. You're more than welcome to come up with your own for me. We'll be working together for a while.
The name I came up with for him was Saw. At that point, the jagged blade was how I viewed the CIA's tactics. But Saw was careful, precise. With my intel, he orchestrated the killings of dozens of Bosnian war criminals. I quickly understood why others called him the puppeteer. He controlled an army of agents in the region, and the fuel that kept them moving and him powerful was information. I never quite knew how many other agents he had like me, but I do know he controlled all of us, manipulating our hearts and minds perfectly, all for the greater mission. And with his many successes, Saw quickly rose through the ranks.
Son of a... Where's the peacekeeping force? Damn it!
Kill anyone suspicious. Those were always the bad guy's orders. I watched helplessly as the militia in the Republic of T executed every civilian who even looked at them funny. That minute was only a matter of time before the number came up on my source and his family.
Too slow! Speed is what keeps your sources alive! If you're even half a second slower than your enemies, you'll be zipping your civilian friends in a body bag! I think it's time you lost that uniform and officially joined the company. It'll be fun.
All my records from when I was in the Bersaglieri are real. But everything after, up through joining Coco's crew, is fake. I work for Saw. I can't betray him.
Third Special Ops, Wide-Range Radio Comm Platoon. The so-called WW Platoon was an aborted attempt to create an all-female Special Ops crew, made up entirely of West Point grads. Hex had already made lieutenant when she got the call. The squad did so well, they were even allowed to wear Green Beret kit. But the unit never had full backing. Brass shut it down when too many of the women dropped out. At least that was their official reason. The truth is, many generals simply remained uncomfortable with female soldiers, so they cooked up an excuse. To keep the women quiet, they were bought off with promotions, except for Hex. She rebelled and quit. That's when a recruiter for the company invited her into the spy game. I met with her myself around that time to feel her out. She struck me as a true patriot. Confident, too. Hex came right out and said she was a better soldier than any man. The morning of 9/11, Hex's fiancé died in one of the towers. She was already in Eastern Europe serving as a POO, so she flew to Afghanistan and promptly went to work. But even in those crazy days, her brand of terrorist hunting started skirting international law. She deeply loves this country, but the feeling's not mutual. She's become so destructive, I've been ordered to keep her under my thumb. So I included Hex in Operation Undershaft. This way, I can keep her from using counter-terrorism as an excuse to destroy a perfectly good arms network.
Yeah, this is Hex. Goodness, I certainly haven't heard from you in a long time.
You're doing well, I hope? I'm afraid something urgent's come up. I was wondering, have you sent out any hitmen lately? After the arms dealer Coco Hekmatyar?
I don't follow, Chief. What exactly are you trying to get at here? Oh, wait. I see. Operation Undershaft is really all about Hekmatyar, isn't it? Back in Eastern Europe, we may have had our differences, but I assure you, ordering a hit hasn't even crossed my mind this time around.
Then everything is calm. That's good. Let's keep it that way. Bye, Hex.
Spy Master. One little phone call and Chief Black completely ties my hands. At least he hopes so. But I've got a loophole. There are ways to destroy people's lives without killing them. dealer would be more cautious about using up her own product. We've got a sniper! Smoke grenade! Cover up! Damn it! I said sniper! Everyone on the channel, Lauren's dead. Motherfucker! Even with the smoke cover, they're tracking our outlines in the moonlight. She must have guys with special ops experience. If we can't turn the tables again, we'll go from hunted to dead. Coco Hekmatyar, the arms dealer, the terrorist. I can't let you live. Don't stop shooting until they're all dead! No!
You're American too, huh? Either way, I can't let you kill the little lady.
I just can't seem to sleep when there's a full moon.
Don't cry, little lady. I got your back. You don't have to pay me 1 red cent to do it either.
Echo, have you been shot? Oh God! Echo!
But I do have just one condition. What do I always tell you? A leader should always smile, not scowl and threaten. That is the key to the life we lead.
I just can't seem to sleep when there's a full moon. Thank you so much. I love you, Coco. My pleasure. I'm glad you decided to go with us, Miss Torahovsky. You're a real lifesaver. With the new regulations, I could never have imported these. And I do love Japanese craftsmanship. By the way, you haven't done anything untoward lately, have you? No, I've been exceedingly boring. Why do you ask? A friend of mine in France's General Directorate for External Security, well, he says that you have some CIA tracking you, and that all of them are top-notch agents. Some of the scariest hardasses he's ever seen. Please be careful, Coco. If she heard that from the DGSE, they're snooping around my business too. I think it's time we got out of France. The CIA are the hardest pests for a businesswoman to shake, yes? There was one who latched onto me. What did he go by? Bookman, I think? Yes, Bookman. Real name George Black. Runs the European branch of the National Clandestine Service. Isn't he the guy who made a name for himself running intel during the Yugoslav wars? Yes, you certainly know your enemies. That's my Coco. I once got mixed up with George when he was working out of his agency's Rome branch. He's an old-school Cold Warrior type, thinks he can pull the strings on arms dealers like they're puppets. Lucky for me, my DGSE friends got him off my back. A guy like him pulling our strings. You and I both know that's impossible.
You two seem to be getting along.
I just think she's an interesting person. I don't know. She's the kind of woman who could do anything. Arms dealing just happens to be where she wound up.
Funny you say that, Coco. I've always thought the same about you.
Nah, this is the only path for me.
You sure about that? Crazy to think we're in an age where even magazines are plastic.
Great, isn't it? As a matter of fact, I'm setting all of you guys up with brand new gear. Say hello to your new little friend, the Magpul Messiah.
Ooh.
Glad you like it. I was kind of worried you were all gonna go, "K."
It's not like we've been having any problems with the current rifles.
Aha! I knew you would say something like that, Jonah. My plan is for the whole unit to use the same type of ammo and magazines. That way we can always help each other out in a pinch.
This gonna go for sidearms too, little lady?
Funny you should ask. This is your new handgun. The Sig Sauer SP 2022. Like with the rifles, the idea is for everyone to use the same caliber rounds. Anyone who wasn't using 9mm before, you are now.
Well, don't just show it off. Fire some rounds.
Alrighty. If you can't match my shooting, you'll be punished.
Aw, thanks for opening your big mouth, R. Now we gotta play our game.
That might be impossible.
Too slow, boys. At this rate, you'll be shot to pieces.
Jonah, wrong spot.
Oh, sorry. Run the drill again.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't let the person you're protecting fall. What? You son of a bitch!
Dude, that's why I said I'm sorry. Oh man, you look like freaking Two-Face.
Don't laugh, it's your fault.
Oh, come on now, guys. Don't want any Two-Faces here.
All right, again. Live ammo this time. Let me get some water first, Chief.
R,
What's up?
you know a CIA agent? People call him Bookman.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him. Met him in Bosnia when I was still Italian Army. He needed some intelligence I had on local warlords, so I helped him out a few times. Bookman, Baratsanayo, Deeb. His real name was...
Mr. George Black. Now he runs his own branch.
Well then, you've already done your homework.
I've heard rumors about him tracking us, so I wanted to see what you knew since I figured you'd actually met him in person.
Well, I can tell you he's a big eater. He had a little gut on him then, so by now he could look like Santa Claus.
I guess working for the CIA makes you stress eat. Look at Chocolate.
I know Bookman's good with languages. He majored in Arabian literature as an undergrad, so that's where the Adib nickname comes from. That's what he told me, though I think it means something else. See, when he investigates something, he makes it a point to learn every detail he can, like a scholar.
Ah, good to know.
Does this have anything to do with what those hitmen said? Didn't they mention something about the CIA?
No, Bookman came up in some other rumors. I think the Hitman stuff is a coincidence. I can't see someone as high up as the Euro branch chief playing that card. Ever hear of another agent who goes by Hex? A paramilitary operations officer? You know, POO.
Sorry, don't know him. Does his face have 6 sides or something?
She's a she. Hex as in witch.
Whoa, from the sound of it, you've had a run-in with her before. Why don't we talk about something else? You know, spare you the bad memories. And don't forget, you got us now. No matter how nasty your enemies may be, little lady, this squad will keep you safe. Yep.
Burning daylight!
Coming.
Too slow like that, Jonah. Trace over your target with the muzzle, nice and smooth. Squeeze the trigger just as they meet, you'll hit clean every time. Watch me. Your targets will almost always be moving, too. If you can't keep up, you won't hit them.
Got it.
Damn, he's good. Hex, who the hell is she? I have to know.
No matter how many we kill, there are always more. Like roaches. We can't make any lasting progress against them until we find the source. You hear me, Team Cutthroat? Even while serving the worst years of Iraq and Afghanistan, the military couldn't accept your unconventional methods. Always hounded by the MPs, but now you're my army, and your methods are my methods. 10 hut, move out! We have visual on Hex and Team Cutthroat.
Keep tracking them. How about this one, and that?
No problem, Mr. Black. I'll have that right up.